Have you ever glanced at a wild animal and thought, wow, wouldn't it be amazing to have one as a pet? It's a thought many animal lovers have had, inspired by cute videos or exotic animal Instagram accounts. But behind those adorable faces and unusual behaviors hides a reality that's far more complicated and often dangerous than most people realize. Keeping wild animals as pets is not just risky for humans, but also heartbreaking for the animals themselves. Let's dive into the surprisingly long list of wild creatures people try to keep at home, and unravel why this is usually a recipe for disaster. Lions, the king of the jungle, belongs in the wild. Lions have dazzled humans for centuries, symbolizing power and majesty. Some people, fascinated by their beauty, are tempted to keep them as pets. However, a lion's needs are impossible to meet in a household setting. These big cats require vast territories to roam, social bonds with their pride, and specific diets that are far beyond the average person's capabilities to provide. Lions are also extremely dangerous, even to people who try to raise them from cubs. Their strength and unpredictable nature make them a huge risk, and all too often these pets end up in cramped cages or are surrendered to rescue organizations. Owning a lion isn't just illegal in many places, it's also deeply unfair to the animal. Chimpanzees are not just mischievous, but potentially dangerous. Chimpanzees are astonishingly similar to humans, which sometimes leads people to believe they'd make affectionate and intelligent companions. In reality, chimps are wild animals with complex social needs, boundless energy, and surprising strength. Adult chimpanzees have been known to become aggressive, sometimes attacking their owners or others with devastating consequences. Keeping a chimp as a pet deprives it of their natural social environment and subjects it to a lonely, confusing life. No matter how much love a person gives, a human home can never replace a chimp's need for a troop and the wild. Tigers striking beauty, lethal power. Tigers are among the most stunning animals on Earth, but they are also solitary and fiercely territorial. Many people underestimate how rapidly a tiger cub can grow into a 600-pound adult with razor-sharp claws and teeth. Tigers require enormous enclosures, specialized diets, and constant enrichment to stay healthy, and even then, they remain wild at heart. The tragic stories of tigers turning on their owners are sadly common, and most captive tigers end up in appalling conditions. They belong in the wild, not in someone's backyard or basement. Wolves' wild instincts that can't be tamed. Wolves capture the imagination with their haunting howls and tight-knit packs. Some people try to keep wolves or wolf-dog hybrids, thinking they can be just like a loyal dog. But wolves are not domesticated. They are driven by instincts that can't be trained away. They require constant stimulation, enormous space, and complex social dynamics to thrive. When kept as pets, wolves often become destructive, anxious, or aggressive. They can't adapt to human routines, and the attempt to domesticate them usually ends in heartbreak for both the animal and the owner. Alligators, ancient predators, not roommates. It's shocking how many people are drawn to the idea of keeping an alligator as a pet. While they might start out small, alligators soon grow into massive reptiles with powerful jaws and an instinct to hunt. They are incredibly difficult to care for, requiring large, secure enclosures and a specific, often expensive, diet. Alligators are unpredictable and can deliver fatal bites even without warning. For their safety and ours, these prehistoric creatures should never be kept in a home or backyard. Foxes, cute faces, wild hearts. With their bushy tails and playful antics, foxes seem like they would be fun companions. But behind the cuteness is a wild animal that's nearly impossible to domesticate. Foxes are notorious escape artists with a strong odor, unpredictable behavior, and a tendency to bite when stressed. Their dietary and exercise needs are difficult, and their wild instincts often lead to destructive habits. Even so-called domesticated foxes retain much of their wild nature, making them a poor choice for a pet. Raccoons, masked bandits with mischief to spare. Raccoons are infamous for their clever paws and curiosity, often seen rummaging through garbage cans. Some people attempt to raise them as pets, only to discover that raccoons are incredibly destructive and difficult to house train. They are prone to biting when startled, and their intelligence means they get bored easily, leading to chaos in the home. Raccoons can also carry diseases that are dangerous to humans and other pets. Their wild instincts simply can't be contained within four walls. Sloths, slow-moving, high-maintenance. Their gentle eyes and leisurely pace make sloths seem like the perfect cuddle buddies. However, sloths have extremely specialized dietary and environmental needs that are almost impossible to meet outside their natural habitat. They require specific temperatures, humidity, and a diet of fresh leaves that can't be substituted with commercial foods. Sloths also suffer immensely from stress when removed from the wild, often leading to early death in captivity. Their slow movements disguise just how sensitive they are to change. Owls. Mysterious hunters, not house pets. Owls captivate us with their haunting calls and majestic flight, but life in captivity is a nightmare for these incredible birds. Owls require large territories and a diet of fresh, whole prey, something few pet owners can provide. They're nocturnal, making them active and noisy at night, and their sharp talons can inflict serious injury. Even experienced wildlife rehabilitators struggle to care for owls long-term. These birds of prey are best admired from a distance, soaring free as nature intended. Monkeys are adorable, but not for apartment life. The playful antics of monkeys may tempt some people to keep them as pets, but monkeys are far from easy companions. They are intensely social animals that need constant attention, stimulation, and companionship from their own kind. Without this, they become bored, depressed, or aggressive. Monkeys can also carry diseases that are transmissible to humans. Their intelligence and dexterity mean they are constantly getting into trouble, making them a handful for even the most dedicated owners. Servals, wildcats that don't settle down. Servals, with their tall ears and spotted coats, look exotic and elegant, but these wild African cats are not suited for life in a house or even a large yard. They are expert jumpers and hunters with a strong urge to roam and hunt small animals. Servals are notoriously difficult to train, and their wild behaviors don't mellow with age. Many owners find themselves overwhelmed by their needs and unpredictability, often surrendering them to sanctuaries. Skunks, more than just a smelly situation. Some people are charmed by domesticated skunks, especially when their scent glands are removed. But skunks are still wild animals with complicated dietary needs and a tendency to bite when frightened. They are also prone to health problems in captivity, and their foraging behavior makes them destructive indoors. Skunks are happiest digging and exploring in the wild, not confined to life as a novelty pet. Hedgehogs' prickly personalities and sensitive needs. While some hedgehogs are bred as pets, many wild species are taken from their natural habitats. Wild hedgehogs are nocturnal, shy, and easily stressed by human interaction. They require specific temperatures and diets, and improper care can lead to serious health issues. Hedgehogs can also carry parasites and diseases. Their prickly spines are a sign that they're better left in the wild, where they can roam and forage as nature intended. Deer, graceful but impossible to tame. The idea of raising a gentle deer may sound enchanting, but these animals are incredibly skittish and sensitive. Deer require large, secure spaces and a diet that mimics their natural foraging habits. They're prone to stress-related illnesses in captivity and can injure themselves trying to escape confinement. Deer also carry ticks and diseases that can be transmitted to humans and other pets. They are best admired from afar, grazing peacefully in the wild. Bats. Fascinating but wildly unsuitable for homes. Bats are vital to ecosystems, controlling insects and pollinating plants. Yet some people are drawn to their mysterious appearance and unique behaviors. Bats have highly specific dietary and environmental needs, requiring specialized care that is impossible to replicate in a home. They are also susceptible to stress and disease in captivity, and their nocturnal habits make them challenging to care for. Bats thrive only in the wild, where their complex social structures and flight patterns can be fulfilled. Otters. Playful water lovers, not living room companions. Otters' playful nature and adorable faces make them seem like dream pets, but keeping one is a recipe for disaster. Otters are social animals that live in large family groups and require constant access to clean, flowing water. Their diet is specialized and expensive, and they are prone to destructive behavior when bored or frustrated. Otters also have a powerful scent and can become aggressive during mating season. Their needs are far too complicated for a home environment, and they suffer greatly in captivity. Conclusion. Wild animals may look cute or exotic, but they're not meant to be pets. Their needs are too complex, their instincts too strong, and keeping them at home often leads to stress, danger, and suffering. If you truly care about animals, the best way to love them is by letting them stay wild. Thank you so much for watching and for caring about our wild friends. By sticking around, you've shown that you truly care about keeping these amazing animals where they belong, in the wild. If you found this video eye-opening or important, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who need to hear this message. Everyone's likes and shares help spread the word and might save a wild animal from a life in captivity. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay tuned for our next video.